Morning everybody. So today is Tuesday the 31st of March and a beautiful morning it is. So we're going to start this video today at the sheep pile that I keep telling you about. This is the one that we were looking at the other day when the waves were coming up in the air. And today I have my wellies on. Are you ready? Feet. I've plugged my microphone in. I have my new adapted glove with the finger cut out because it's freezing around your fingers, and today we are going that way. So we're going to set off for a walk down the beach. It's absolutely quiet. That breeze yesterday's dropped. It's lovely. It's really nice. In fact, I think it's warmer than I thought. It's always 10 degrees colder down here than it is when you stood on the path, so I always make sure I've got more clothes on than you think you might need. But it's not bad at all, actually. Can you see the lakes? In fact, I'm going to need to take my glove off after all that. I'll zoom in. That on the end is Walney up there. And then Barrow, I think, is at the end of the piece of land. And then Heysham, the white building that you can usually see sort of in the middle there-ish. That's the power station. I might be wrong with my geography. I've never been any good at geography. Anyway, this morning when I got up, the lakes were absolutely as clear as crystal. It's hazed over a little bit now, but goodness me, they were clear. So this is that sandbank I keep whittling on about. So yesterday we were sat having 5 minutes after our dinner. Can you see how deep it is? It's not easy to see three-dimensional form on a film. But we were sat having our dinner yesterday, having 5 minutes, and we saw a woman getting cut off. So Kevin sprinted onto the balcony, getting ready to try and attract her attention, but fortunately she realised and made a run for it. So lots and acres of completely empty, clean, beautiful sand. I'm not going to walk straight through that though, because that sort of stripe that we're coming up towards, that stripe, that should be the honeycomb worm reef. So we'll go up to it and I'll show you, and then we'll walk around it because I don't want to get stuck. That won't be a good idea. I thought planes had been cancelled. Look at that sky. Wowzer. I thought pretty much everybody had been grounded onto terra firma. Still unusually few shells about. Might be more around the edge of this though. Oh, there's a few cockles, some bits of razor. Oh no, it's not worm reef. This is where the honeycomb worm reef usually grows, which is it is literally a reef made out of casts from honeycomb worms. Oddly enough, there's a surprise. And it's usually, depending on how much the beach has been scoured out by the sea, it's usually visible here. It looks like soggy, mucky, thick brown tar. It's not particularly attractive to look at, but it's a really popular feeding bed for all kinds of birds, because obviously the reef, because it's porous and it's full of holes, It makes an ideal habitat for marine little wiggly things like crustaceans and such like. So obviously the birds come and eat them. But interestingly enough, as I'm just picking my way through these pebbles without breaking my neck, I'm walking carefully because you've probably noticed when you've been on the beach, there's what looks like sludge, oil, maybe. I don't know. I'll give that a wiggle with my foot, and you can see it being all sort of wafted up in the water. You see it? And we had a talk at the Russell Beach group from Eleanor from the Lancashire Wildlife Trust only a few weeks ago. And she was telling us that this mud that you see, you often see it deposited in the ridges that are left on the sand where the tide's gone out. And that mud is a really useful feeding ground for seabirds. Yeah, here we come, right on cue. Couldn't have done that better if it had tried, could it? And here we have a juvenile seagull come to pose for the camera. So anyway, the mud is really popular for the seabirds because again that's full of microorganisms, I think is the proper word, not little wriggly things. So that's a nice rock. I've kept seeing this from inside and wondering what it is. You can never tell whether they're dead sheep or pieces of stone. Anyway, I believe the tide is still going out, so it's a fair way to walk. Oh, you can see some mud actually. Let me just show you. Can you see it on the sat in the ridges? You might not be able to tell on the video, but you can just see a little light layer. So when you see seagulls sat on the beach in the hundreds, there's often been deposits washed up of microorganisms. Wiggly things. You don't have to be mad to live here, but it does help. We've had our dog to the vets this morning. He'd already had a problem before all this coronavirus stuff started, and it didn't seem to have quite cleared up, so Kevin's taking him back this morning. So at 8 o'clock I could hear somebody drilling. What's he doing now? So I went and looked, and he sat there with his little Dremel drill thing, mending the dog carrier because the lid wouldn't stop on properly. So Heath Robinson took the dog. He's fine. Got some more tablets, but he's fine. So here we are at the beautiful edge of the water. We've got another two posers here, posing for the camera. Oh, just listen to that sea. Doesn't that sound lovely? Oh, it's really nice. Right, so come with me, people that are on social isolation, and we shall have a paddle. I'll just show you the view first. So that's Blackpool that way. So that's my phone's got a 6x zoom, it's telling me. So obviously that's North Pier, the tower, Norbreck Castle. That there is Norbreck Water Tower that you can see. And then you're into the edge of Cleveland where that next block of buildings is. Can you see the sea swallow, the white thing stuck up in the middle? And then you've got I'm pointing straight into the sun now, so I apologise. You've got the cafe with its egg whisks. Ooh. Can't see a thing. Or Russell Beach. Sorry if that went a bit wiggly in the middle. I've got the sun in my eyes and I couldn't see the screen at all. And then that's Russell School. The bit that we know as the tank traps, whether they are tank traps or not from the war, is to be seen. And then that is the new Russell Coastal Defence Project that finished 2 years ago this summer. And if you've not been to that, when this is all over with, you need to go and have a look. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to zoom back in again to the beach. There you go. And now we shall go for a paddle along the edge of the water. We'll not go too far, because knowing me, I'll end up getting drowned or cut off or something stupid. Isn't it lovely? Absolutely beautiful. In fact, I think it's coming in. Can you see how it's coming around the back of that sandbank there? As I'm stood still, you can see the water coming around the bow. Oh, that's really cold through you, wellies. Goodness me. It's lovely though. What a beautiful day. So we'll carry on bringing you our live videos. Well, sort of live-ish. I'll come out and video them. I mean, look how far away I am from land. And there's no way there'd be a Wi-Fi signal down here. It just would not reach. You do well if you've got one when you're just on that top bit. So I'll carry on videoing these. I'll come out at about 10:30, and then I can upload for 11 o'clock, and then you can enjoy them at your leisure. So, see you tomorrow, folks. Same time, same place.